wrestling is all the talk of late. It's definitely the talk of the Fight TV network, one of the most global sporting brands out there in terms of wrestling. And one of its companies under its spotlight is Impact Wrestling. It produces some of the main events throughout the world in terms of global wrestling. And Impact Wrestling have a big pay-per-view coming our way on January the 8th, Hard to Kill. And for the first time ever, we're going to get an Ultimate X match entertaining some of the top female knockouts of the Impact Wrestling. And this Ultimate X match is going to contain Jordynne Grace, Chelsea Green, Lady Frost, Tasha Steelz, Rachel Ellering, and our guest tonight, the one and only Demon Assassin herself, Rosemary. Rosemary, Ultimate X, high-flying, non-stopping, exhilarating action. Is the Demon Assassin looking to forward to Ultimate X and putting her stamp on Hard to Kill and on the Knockouts division once more?
Absolutely. Jim, do you know the kind of violence we could ensue with an Ultimate X match? If they thought we saw people get torn apart before, there's now a metal structure going up along the sides of the ring. Just imagine just throwing humans into that and getting them out of our way.
And the Demon Assassin Rosemary, heights is not an issue for you?
Oh, no, heights, absolutely not. We've sat atop ladders and climbed trees before. It's all certain. It's all part and parcel to the Demon Assassin. We will do what it takes to take out our enemies. It's not so much the heights, it's the fall from them that's the issue, but it just don't fall and we'll be fine, right?
And Rosemary, do you think the champion going into this match, her title reign is going to end come January the 8th? She's 5 challengers, and with Ultimate X, she doesn't have to be penned or involved in the decision in terms of losing her title. Is that going to conjure up, I'd say, challenges for her and opportunities for the Demon Assassin herself?
You're talking about Mickie James versus Deanna Purrazzo for the Knockouts title?
Yes, but also in terms of the Ultimate X match, in terms of opportunities going forward, maybe for a future title shot.
Yes. Okay. So any of the 6 of us involved in this Ultimate X is wonderful because there's such a diverse variety of styles in this, and any one of us could present a problem for whoever wins that, if it's Deanna Purrazzo or Mickie James. Now, if and when the Demon Assassin is victorious and scales those cables to retrieve whatever prize, whatever that they have representing in the middle that represents a challenge, the winner, and all somebody who has a claim on that Impact Knockouts championship. It is interesting to see who comes out of it because we have tried Deanna Purrazzo twice already, and we will say she is an incredible warrior and incredibly driven, and she figures out ways to defeat her opponents. She's defeated us twice. We think maybe a third we would have her figured out, but Mickie James we've never faced before. Mickie James would be a fresh fight for us, but at the same time, would love to finally have that shot and take down Deanna Purrazzo once and for all. After losing to her twice, we just want to clean up those loose ends that are lying around out there.
I suppose Rosemary, Decay is back in action again. Crazy Steve, Havoc, Black Torres as well. So how important would it be for a faction like Decay to have titleware and silverware around your belts?
All important, absolutely, because the thing with humans, you all take things so much more seriously when there's titles involved. So the Death Dealers, Decay can go around and telling the things that we do and letting the herald and the voice of the shadow, but you all seem to listen so much more closely when there are titles involved. When Havoc and Rosemary, when we were the tag team champions of the Knockouts division, everyone seemed to pay attention just a little bit more. Now that those are gone, we need to find a way to get your focus, get your attention back towards us. And if that means sending crazy Stephen Black to Roos to get the men's tag team championships, or perhaps to Roos to get the X Division title, or if we were to go and get the Knockouts title or reclaim the tag titles, everyone seems to pay attention just a little bit more when there's gold involved, don't they?
And I suppose in terms of DK, how important is it for you going forward to establish yourself as the #1 faction in Impact Wrestling and the dominant faction in global wrestling going forward? Is that the ultimate aim, to take over and leave everyone in your peril?
The ultimate aim is to spread the word of the shadow and convert everyone over and steal some souls along the way. What happens while we're going, and if it was you're asking how we establish ourselves as dominant, it is important to establish ourselves as dominant. We have established ourselves as dominant because while we have taken losses on our own, or perhaps with just us and Havoc, or Steve has taken a loss, when we are 4 strong, when DK as the family is in the ring, Havoc, Rosemary, Steve, and Taurus, all of us at once in the ring, we are undefeated. We have never been beaten 4 strong all at once, because when our powers are combined, we are unstoppable. So yes, we are dominant. Yes, DK is the most dominant force and the most dominant stable. And if anyone wants to try that, anyone who wants to pick on one of us, eventually you'll be facing all 4 of us.
And we know, Rosemary, fear is not an issue for you. And heading into that Ultimate X match, the first time for women's X match, do you think it's going to get on some of your competitors? That the thought is going to make them nervous, and you're going to start to feed off of that fear and that sort of nervous tension that they might have?
Perhaps, but at the same time, every single one of those knockouts in that match is a warrior. And there are a few who we don't know as well, namely Lady Frost, being both brand new in Impact Wrestling and being relatively new to the world of wrestling. We have not faced her one-on-one. We've barely encountered her. So she is a question mark for us in this match, and one that we're going to have to figure out quickly, because that is dangerous when someone can sneak alongside in your peripherals under the radar and catch you. But then there are people that we know quite well. Chelsea Green, for example. We've had several wars with her. Our anniversary of her defeating us for the Knockouts Championship back in 2017 just happened. We've had several wars with her, and also several wars with Tasha Steelz. And we can promise you that neither of them show fear inside the ring with any sort of stunts. They're not going to be afraid of climbing the Ultimate X structure. They're not going to be afraid of the violence or the damage or the pain that comes involved in the match, because each of them is conditioned. Each of them is ready for that sort of thing night in, night out. So that means we're going to have to get a little bit creative to take them out.
And Rosemary, how important is it for you, for not only for your own fans, but the fans of DK all over the world, especially here in Ireland, why they should tune into the Fight TV network and watch Hard to Kill on January the 8th? And what can you guarantee them, and what can you say that's in store for them if they tune in terms of Ultimate X match? And what is Rosemary's guarantee to her Irish fans and her DK fans that they're going to witness on that night and that particular truly historic match?
To all the pledges of the shadow, to all the children of the hive, we tell you this: there are so few opportunities left in this world to truly witness a first, to truly witness history being made. This is one of them. The Knockouts division receiving an Ultimate X match, arguably the signature match of TNA/Impact Wrestling over the years. The most exciting, the most visually terrifying. Next to a 6 sides of steel, the Ultimate X is a structure that promises pain, that promises excitement, and promises something new every single time. And the Knockouts have their opportunity. So tune in this January the 8th, Fight TV, for Hard to Kill, for this Ultimate X Knockouts edition, because this is a moment in time, a moment in history. Where were you when the Demon Assassin brought her brand of violence and chaos to the Ultimate X match, you were watching.
On that note, Rosemary and the Demon Assassin, we wish you all the best on January the 8th. Hard to Kill, live on Fight TV. No doubt it's going to go out down a treat here in Ireland and all across the UK as well, for all the loyal Impact fans all across the world as well, and a truly historic Ultimate X match. We wish all the competitors the best of luck, and a prominent rise of DK coming into 2022, no doubt, to take over with Rosemary in the helm. Rosemary, best of luck, God bless, and take care.